Morning, my people. You don't know it's that B15 guy here again with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing a little bit of work today on Betsy. We're gonna be, well, first and foremost, gonna start off by giving her a little cleanup. But we're gonna be servicing her today. Well, light servicing. Basic stuff, oil change, oil filter change, and a couple other stuff. I'm gonna take you guys along with me, show you the process, and you know how we do it here on that B15 guy. We get to work. So come along for the journey today, and let's get into it. What I had here was an old banner, and it was on there for so long it became crusty, and it's just kind of mended to the glass at this point. So what you see I'm doing here is just kind of giving that a clean up. It's really on there, so I kind of take it off that easily. So what I have been doing is I've been using a bit of acetone and my trusty scraping putty knife here, and I'll be using the acetone and the putty knife to the acetone kind of softens up the old plastic, and I just use a putty knife to give it a good scrape. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna get into start cleaning up the car. All right, look at that, guys. Here we go. Cleaned up. The old banner is gone, so I'm gonna get a new banner. Not sure what color I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna give it some thought. I'm gonna go right across the top. My wife was in the car with me yesterday and just said the car feel naked. I feel like everybody can see her, so I'm gonna get the new banner to go across the top here. And I think I'm gonna do one in the back as well. Yeah, do one in the back as well. So there's that. Good to go. All right, next thing I'm going to do before I give it a wash is I'm going to give that a little wet sand right there, and then I'm going to give it a wash. All right, let's go. All right, peeps, so let's clean up right now. All right, so we're gonna move on into servicing. So I'm gonna go on the road and get the stuff that I need to complete the servicing, and when we get back, we're gonna jump into it. All right, let's go. All right, folks, we're gonna head out now to go and, whoa, I'm sweating, the place is hot, sorry, and the AC's not on. I'm gonna head out now to go and get the stuff to service Betsy, and yeah, come along, let's go for a drive. Let's go get what we need to get. So I'm gonna get of course some engine oil to do the servicing, well, to change our oil. I'm gonna get the oil filter. You already know we're using a cone filter for the air filter, so we don't need to get any air filters. Spark plugs perhaps, and a couple other stuff. think I'm gonna pull the gasket cover and the reseal it. Get some new bolts for that as well. Whoa! Get almost like on me. Alright, we made it through. Alright, so we go into carpentry side to get the stuff. I need to roll as well as I put on the AC because I am dying. Alright, so we got our stuff here. So we have 4 quarts mobile special. So I use 20 W50. Have 4 quarts of that. Got some iridium spark plugs that I promised I would. Denso is the brand that we got. We have our Puridator oil filter. Got our gasket maker. See, we got the engine cover gasket, and we got some bolts to replace the hardware in the engine head cover. Alright, here that's our haul. Now let's get to work. Alright, so first order of business is get the car jacked up, and then once the car is jacked up, go underneath there, pull the drain plug to drain out the old oil, and then once the oil is drained out, I'm going to come up on top and start putting up the engine head cover. Alright, so I'm going to start with jacking up the car and then moving into that. Alright guys, so I pulled out the oil pan plug, and so the oil is currently draining. Use the number 14 spanner. If you can see, here we go. Currently draining. That's the oil. It's pretty dirty. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to drain for a little bit. I'm going to move on. I'm going to start pulling up this bad boy, because this is going to give me the most work. So I'm going to start on that, put out the coil packs, and I'm going to pull each of these bolts to access the head cover and the head cover gasket. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I have my coil packs removed. Next, like I said, I'm going to get to these bolts. Alright. Alright, so now we have the engine head cover pulled. Alright, still a little warm because all the driving earlier, but I have it pulled off. Alright, there we go. Twin cam 16 valve. Let's take a look at it. Appears to be okay for the most part. However, let me see. I can tell that the oil, the oil was dirty. Alright, I'm gonna give it a little clean up and then I'm gonna apply my gasket maker. Let's take a look at the gasket itself and see what it looks like. You can tell that this has been repaired in the past, but it seems fine. And give you guys a look at what the actual gasket looks like. So this is, oh, it's not good. It's not good. Sure, it's broken. Right. Oh sure. This is the head cover gasket. I might have to get this replaced. I will have to get this replaced. All right. Discoveries. You know, when you endeavor to get into these things, you know, you will sometimes end up discovering things like this. So, yeah. All right. Let's go to work. All right. So, as you can see, I got my surface cleaned up. The surface that I'm gonna be reapplying the head cover, and I'm going to apply the gasket maker right around to make a new gasket to work with the existing gasket. And there we have the existing gasket placed back into the head cover, and the gasket maker is going to seal it up nicely, give a nice tight seal. And I also bought new hardware, like I mentioned earlier, to do this job, right? So I'm gonna seal this up nice. But the next order of business is to pull the spark plugs. Like I shown you guys earlier, we have the nice iridium spark plugs for that nice quick throttle response, get the best out of my engine. So I'm gonna pull out the existing spark plugs and replace them with my brand new iridium spark plugs. So let's go. All right, so I got my spark plugs out. Gonna grab my iridium spark plugs, and of course we're using Denso, so we're moving from NGKs to Denso and this iridium. So I'm gonna give you guys a little look at one of them, show you the difference between your regular spark plug and your iridium spark plug. All right, so this is our iridium spark plug. Woo! Fresh iridium, right? And look at that, look at the difference here. See the point that throws a spark? It's much smaller and concise on the iridium spark plug. There's a much bigger thing over here on the regular spark plug. So I'm going to install my 4 iridium spark plugs, and yeah, moving on. Hard work. All right, so I'm gonna go back underneath the car now, and I'm gonna go and pull the oil filter and then install the new oil filter. So ready up, let's go. All right guys, so we're under the car now, and we're going to try and get to that oil filter. Usually the oil filter doesn't need any special tools to pull it. Just twist it off. Oh, it's gone. Alright, so here's my old oil filter that I just took out. I drained out the oil out of it, you know, so it doesn't, you know, go into the environment. And here I have my brand new oil filter. So let's open it and take a look. So what we got here. Ooh, nice things. Pure later tech. All right, so I'm gonna pull off this plastic and get it prepped to go into the car. So to prep the new filter, I'm going to take a little tubes of the new oil, and I'm going to just rub it around this rubber gasket here, this rubber ring. That way it doesn't bind to the car. So when you're doing the next change, it will come off with ease. So that's what this does. It gives it a little protection so it doesn't bind to the car. All right, it protects that little ring as well. All right, so there we are. I like to put a little tubes of oil into the filter, you know, new oil, of course, into the new filter. And then I take this and head back under the car and put it on. All right, so here I am with my new filter, and I'm gonna put it on. Oops. Don't watch the little leak. All right, here we go. New filter's on. I'm gonna give it a hand tighten, not too tight so it can't come off. All right, that's it. Hand tighten. All right. New filter is on. Just, oops. All right, I'm gonna get something here that'll go wipe. All right, so give it a little wipe. I should say it's hand tightened. And all right, we're good to go. So I'm just gonna now replace the drain plug, and we're good to go. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. So here I am now. I'm applying this gasket maker, and I'm gonna go right around the entire head. Then I'm gonna replace the cover. I might need both my hands here, so you guys get the gist. So I'm gonna apply that. When I'm done, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so my gasket maker is fully applied right around. You can see that nice bead. Right, I'm gonna come now and reapply my head cover. All right, and just get my new hardware and tighten them up. All right, let's get this on. Right, there we go. Here we go. Take a good look at it. The new hardware properly tightened down with all the new gasket maker. All right, so head cover is on. Next step now is to replace my coil packs, put them back in, finish connecting back up all the necessary lines. So I disconnected a couple lines from the engine head cover, so I'm gonna just reconnect those, put in back my coil packs, put in my new oil. We should be off to the races, man, literally. Alright guys, we're coming close now. Alright, so the last bit to do is to put the oil in the engine and we're going to the races. Before we do that, let me come around here. I still need to get the old oil out from under here. Here we are. That, man, oh my god, that's bad. That's real bad. Beauty about it, it's just dirty oil, and there's no, there's no mixing of any water or coolant in the oil. There's no sparkles, no metal shavings, which means my engine is still in decent shape for the most part. being a 400,000 mile engine, that is. All right, so the old oil is hooked. Now just need to pour in my new oil and we're good to go. Let's go. Alright, so guys, oil cap replaced, everything is back in its place, and we are back in business, people. Back in business. Alright, so I'm gonna let everything just settle for a second before I give her a startup. Then I'm gonna give her a startup. Well, I'm gonna put her back on the ground, give her a startup, and see how she runs. Alright. Alright guys, so everything is put back together. I'm gonna crank her over a couple times to just get the oil circulating, and then I'm gonna give her a start. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. Start it right up, and she sounds like a dream. Come listen to this. She purrs, yo. She is purring, yo. Nice. I can't wait to take her for a spin. Oops. Alright, there we are, holding RPMs nice and steady. Alright, when she's up to temp, I'll give her a few revs. Oh yeah, good to go, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, been a rough one, but thanks for joining me today. Betsy is up and running, fully serviced up. Man guys, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to that B15 guy today. I might insert a few driving clips at the end here, but this is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And of course guys, remember to like, share and subscribe. It's that B15 guy, and I'm out. So as you can see, throttle response is nice, sounds really good, and you know, she drives really clean. It's good, you know, it's great to just see what a simple servicing can do, you know, give it that nice clean response. And of course the iridium spark plugs, I can feel the difference in the throttle. Yeah, I'm gonna just give you a little bit more of a pull when I go through this light and make you guys hear it.